What is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. Let's get straight into it. There is a rumor circling the world right now. By the way, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl LIX is right around the corner. But apparently Aaron Rodgers is quote-unquote unlikely to stay with the New York Jets. And I first want to say this is rumors. Nothing is 100% confirmed with Aaron Rodgers until we hear from him. Nothing is 100% confirmed until we hear from Aaron Glenn. So this is all speculation, but apparently this week is when we will find out the truth behind if Aaron Rodgers is going to be staying put with the New York Jets. But there's a lot of people coming out right now. Adam Schefter of ESPN, Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports, people that are very plugged in. They're saying it's unlikely, and all stars are pointing towards Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets parting ways. So I'm not going to really, talk about the reality of him being gone until it's 100% official, but we have to talk about the rumors. We have to talk about what is being said. All right, so shout out to everybody in the chat right now. This is a, interesting breaking news to happen, and I'm excited to get into it. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this show. Much love to BetUS, as always, for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of Jets Media all season, now all off-season long. We are extended by BetUS now because of all you guys supporting the brands here. And first and foremost, let's get into Super Bowl LIX, baby. Just got home from New Orleans. This is my first show back in the studio. I got some Super Bowl decorations. I got a little Super Bowl mini helmet, Super Bowl mug, Super Bowl things around me. Let's go, man. I'm excited to be back home in the studio. Definitely excited to be back home in the studio, though. So let's get into what this means for Aaron Rodgers. Also, let me know how the mic sounds. Let me know if you guys like this new microphone. I got a new, setup here. I could use this. I could use there. Whatever. No one really cares but me. So speaking about this Aaron Rodgers situation, I've had a very open mind with this whole situation since the season ended, knowing that there was a big opportunity for Aaron Rodgers to leave, knowing there was a big opportunity for him to stay. And I just wanted to go in with the mindset of not being attached to anything and be open for anything. And that's even Rodgers' mindset too. And, if the narrative around the Jets is Aaron Rodgers leaving is the best thing possible for them, there's so many different ways you can look at this, right? Because in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers is the perfect bridge quarterback. We're going into a new trajectory. We're going into a new, era of football for the Jets. And why make a gigantic hole at the quarterback position when you already have the guy right there in Aaron Rodgers? But then, of course, there's some people will say, well, Aaron Rodgers is a distraction off the field. He goes on the Pat McAfee show, and is he blah, 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 all these bad things about him. So I can see both things. The one thing I will say, though, is speaking of the hypothetical of him leaving, which seems like, that's what the rumors are saying right now, I think that could mean the New York Jets are going to be aggressive for a quarterback in the draft, guaranteed. And we saw a rumor today, I believe, as well, circulated the Jets could be a team to watch out to trade up in the NFL draft to get a quarterback, whether that's Cam Ward, dare I say Jackson Dart, a guy I've been saying on this channel for months, and now all of a sudden people are saying, watch out for Jackson Dart to go in the top 10. I'm like, what? Now, I know people are going to say he's not worthy of a top 10 pick, but I'm just saying, man, you never know. You never know what is happening. All right? You really don't. You never know what's going on in this league regarding the NFL draft and these prospects. My boy LaSalle, appreciate you, brother. Richie, it might be for the best. Go for a bridge quarterback with no baggage and get a QB in next year's draft. Well, thank you so much, LaSalle, for this kind super chat. Everybody give my man LaSalle some dono hype. Guys, I just want to say I'm so excited to be back home in this studio right now. It's been a long time coming. I mean, I've been on the road for 2 weeks. Alabama in the Senior Bowl. New Orleans for the Super Bowl. I haven't been home in this studio doing a live stream. This is my first show in this studio in more than 2 weeks. It feels so good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love being on the road. I love traveling and covering things on behalf of Roundtable Sports, of course. But I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It feels good to be back in the studio. So, LaSalle, thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate you, man. Really, really do appreciate you, brother. Everybody give LaSalle some dono hype right now. Dono hype in the chat. So I do want to make sure everybody knows that are just coming in for the first time. This is not official. I am not going to say Aaron Rodgers is not coming back until I know it is 110% official. Okay? Because the amount of times I've seen reports about Aaron Rodgers come out, And then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers comes out and it's like, yeah, that's not true. It's so many times I've heard that. So many times. So we don't know what's true or not. But we're going to run with this now until it's proven otherwise. What does this mean for Garrett Wilson? Right? There's a lot of rumors around Garrett Wilson that he doesn't really want to be with Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't like him as a quarterback, blah, blah, blah. Does this save Garrett Wilson's narrative with the Jets? Or is it not even Aaron Rodgers' situation with Garrett Wilson? It's more just a New York Jets organization. I really hope that Garrett Wilson stays loyal and he stays put. I mean, he's my favorite player on the Jets, has been since we drafted him. So that's something I'm really hopeful will definitely stay here for the New York Jets for the long run. Folks, do not forget, do me a gigantic favor right now and hit the like button. Man, we got over 150 plus people watching and only 23 likes. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, by the way. This is our day. This is NFL fans' day. I mean, it's not Jets fans' day. We don't know how to celebrate the Super Bowl unless you were, there for the Joe Namath-led Super Bowl. I was not alive for that time. If you were, kudos to you. My dad and all of them were. I was not. But today is Super Bowl Sunday, and it's a day to celebrate, man. I mean, I'm definitely celebrating this Super Bowl now more than I ever had in my life after coming home from Super Bowl week. And I have a different perspective of the Super Bowl now. I really, really do. I mean, I'm not going to bore you guys with what I experienced this week. I'll save that for another time. But wow, did I experience some things this week covering the Super Bowl in New Orleans, being there for Media Week. Like, I can't even put in the words how many people I saw in the industry, connections I made, and I just have a completely different perspective of the big game now. I had no idea this is what it takes to orchestrate a Super Bowl for a city. I mean, New Orleans put on a show. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Deebo Samuel, trade request. That is another big breaking NFL news that happened today. We have there's so much stuff that's going to happen this offseason that I'm excited about. Cooper Kupp is out of here, out of the Rams. Myles Garrett requested a trade as well. Deebo Samuel now. Now Aaron Rodgers, if Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are not, coming together here, does that mean the next question is Aaron Rodgers going to keep playing, or is he going to retire? Right? That's something else. That's another thing we have to think about. Is Aaron Rodgers going to stay in the NFL playing? Is he going to want to go to another team, or is he going to retire? I think he's going to keep playing, man. I really do. I mean, he didn't look terrible as a Jet, in my opinion, last year, of course. So we shall see. Another thing we have to keep in mind is we got Jordan Travis on the New York Jets roster. We don't know what Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn thinks of Jordan Travis. Maybe they think that he actually has something special. If I'm the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, which it looks like it's going in that direction, I draft a quarterback in the first round still. And I have that young quarterback in Jordan Travis compete, and then I bring in a bridge quarterback. Now, the big question is, do we keep the bridge quarterback that's already on the roster? Tyrod Taylor's here. Right, Tyrod Taylor is already on this Jets roster. So you could argue Tyrod Taylor's the starting quarterback with a rookie behind him and year two of Jordan Travis, and that's your quarterback room. And maybe Tyrod Taylor starts the first 4 games. Like, you could think of it from this perspective. Tyrod Taylor could be our Jacoby Brissett for the Patriots last year. Jacoby Brissett started the season for New England last year until Drake May became the starter. If we draft a quarterback in the first round, Tyrod Taylor can start for the first 5 games, and then we give the keys to the new quarterback that we drafted. Or they want to start Tyrod for the first full season and then give the rookie an entire season to learn, and then he starts in year 2 under Aaron Glenn. Or maybe Jordan Travis just completely balls out in training camp and he actually looks like, I don't know, there's a lot of hypotheticals here that the Jets are going to go at the quarterback position, man. It really, really is. So I feel like this news about Aaron Rodgers, some people are going to be happy, some people are going to be upset, right? So it's going to be an interesting situation, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in to Jets Media, man. I'm excited. Now, I want to do something for you guys. I want to gift 5 Jets Media members a membership right now, all right? I'm going to gift 5 random people some memberships here on Jets Media. Congratulations to GTA 5-Man, J-Boy, Stack, Purple Belt, Mike L, and MM Morris. You guys have just been gifted a Jets Media member. All right, that was all random. I did not hand choose those people, but you guys are now officially part of the Jets Media membership program. And if you guys want to use that reminds me, though, I got to update these emojis. If you look at all the emojis that you can use, they're all Jets players, and I got to update them. I got to update the emojis for my members. I'm going to do that for sure. Entering into the off season, get some Aaron Glenn emojis, right? We got to get some fun emojis in the building. All right, let's do it. And again, those members were completely random. If you want to become a member, you can also gift members to other people. You can buy a membership yourself with the join button. You just click the join button next to my name. You got the rookie membership, the veteran membership, and the Namath membership. If you guys want to join the Jets Media membership, it goes a long way to help me out here at Jets Media. You can also gift memberships to other people as well. Much love to you guys. Hit the like for Richie. 179 people watching and only 42 likes. Stack, what's going on here? How are they not hitting the like button? Stack, appreciate you, brother. James is in the chat. My guy, Richie. James, salute to you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. By the way, I was walking on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and I saw someone wearing a Jets hat. I'm like, let's go, Jets fans in New Orleans. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. How do I get gifted a membership? The way the gifted works, it's completely random. YouTube handpicks anybody in the chat. So the more you watch the show, the more likely you'll get handpicked. The next time I'm going to give away membership will be the next show. Stack gives away a Jets Media membership. The Shield has just been gifted a membership from Stack. Thank you, Stack. And congratulations to the Shield. I appreciate that, Stack. Big time thank you to you, my guy. Welcome back, Outlaw. I'm not going to lie, man. It feels good to be back. Hey, you guys are making me want to play some tunes. You know how I roll. You guys are making me want to play some tunes right here. You know what I mean? When I play this beat, that means I'm hyped up. And I ain't gonna lie, it feels good to be back. It's Super Bowl Sunday! Woo! And I want to preview something for you guys real quick. I got something special in the works. I have something special in the works for you all. There is going to be a video dropping on my channel, Jets Media, I think on Tuesday. That is going to be a crazy video, and you guys have to make sure you tune into it. I'm putting a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of resources into this video. It's all about a deep dive into Aaron Glenn and a deep dive into what to expect, okay? The new coaching staff, everything you need to know about Aaron Glenn and how he's going to hopefully, work out. It's going to be a faceless video. I'm not going to even be on it. There's a lot of editing, a lot of production that goes behind these videos. And when that video drops, just know those types of videos are going to be different and new. Something clean, something fresh, something unique that's coming to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to spark something different, spark something new here to Jets Media to separate myself and to keep bringing you guys some engaging content. So I'm excited about that. So keep an eye out. Hit the notification bell so you get notified when that drops. Lascelle, $5 super chat. I would rather now go for a quarterback and solidify everything around the quarterback. So next year we should draft a quarterback. The rookie QB is in the best situation. My boy Lascelle. Guys, hit that like button right now. I think I would rather not, I think is what you meant. I would rather not go for a quarterback and solidify everything around the QB. So next year, yeah, that's an interesting perspective. I'm going to lower the music a little bit, just a little bit. I understand what you're saying here, Lascelle. I feel like I love Jackson Dart as a prospect, but if the Jets decide to roll with Jordan Travis as their young piece this year and a veteran, and then next year we draft a quarterback, I know that next year's quarterback class is a little more deep, but if Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn fall in love with the quarterback prospect, this I'm down for it. I got nothing against going after a quarterback in this year's draft, but I understand what you're saying, Lascelle. Everybody give my man Lascelle some dono hype in the chat right now. Purple Belt, Mike L., my guy, $5 super chat. What's good, bro? Appreciate the super chat. If we move on from Rodgers and sign Kirk, then I have no faith in this regime. Hopefully they make the right decision. Tired of losing. That beats fire, though. Oh, you like the beat, though? That means I got to raise it. If you're telling me you like the beat, that means I got to spit the heat on the beat. What? No, I'm not going to rap on you guys. Trust me, I'm not going to rap, but I might have to snap on you. I'm just kidding. Listen, man. I'm just hyped to be home. I'm hyped to be home right now. I got different energy. This is brand new coffee I just purchased too, and it's making me feel really good. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to whatever coffee this is. My first time drinking it, and I'm like, damn, I feel good off this coffee right now, man. And I'm feeling good off of you guys. Got to balance out the coffee with the hydration. If you guys want the beat to come back, you let me know, because I don't want to overdo it. The beat is usually, a special beat. I don't want to overdo it, and then it loses its uniqueness. But by the way, Mike, no, we are not getting Kirk Cousins, bro. Please no. Mutt Biles, member for 18 months. Richie, welcome home. Hope the Super Bowl experience was fun. If there's a quarterback you like, go get him. If not, let's go with Sam or Fields. Let's freaking go Jets. Listen, man, thank you for welcoming me home. It was an absolutely unforgettable experience, the Super Bowl, man. Listen, bro, your boy was there. I was at the I'm not at the game. And you see that behind me? Right there, that's my media credential. That's my first ever NFL Super Bowl credential. It's on the wall right now, man. I don't even know. It was so hard to process everything that I saw, man. I'll do another show where I talk about it, but oh my God, it was insane. But listen, we'll see who the Jets get at quarterback. I don't know if I'm down for Justin Fields, but I do know that's a possibility. Richie, where is the Super Bowl hoodie? The Super Bowl hoodie is, I'm washing it right now so I can wear it for the game. That's where it's at. Let's go. Richie, how do you feel about Josh winning MVP, the man you hate so much? It was a gimme MVP. That's what that was. We feel so bad for Josh Allen. And we have, by the way, they released the people who voted for the MVP, and the people I saw vote for Lamar Jackson compared to the people I saw vote for Josh Allen. It tells me all I need to know. Tom Brady voted for Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of other guys. I mean, listen, congrats. It was a fatigue MVP award. Congrats to Bills Mafia. All jokes aside, man, Josh Allen, he had MVP season for sure. So congratulations to Josh Allen and congratulations to Bills Mafia for all of your guys getting your MVP. Did you get the combine press yet or no? We did apply, Zachary. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for the NFL to get back to us. I'm assuming we're getting it. I mean, if I got Super Bowl, I'm assuming I get Combine too. Isaac says, what's your prediction for tonight, Richie? Low-key feel the Eagles can pull it off. Also, that hat is crisp. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man, this hat's sick, man. I had to get something. And unfortunately, you see that Super Bowl mug up there next to where my finger's pointing? I broke it. So I can't drink coffee out of it, but it's a prop now. When you buy a coffee mug and you have to fly with it, it's destined to be in risk, and it's broke. So that's a prop now. But Isaac, thank you for the $5 super chat. I got the Eagles losing to the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Can the Eagles win? Absolutely. I think it's a possibility, but I just cannot bet against the Kansas City Chiefs until they give me a reason to. I've cashed out too much on them. I may even put my money on them again. I really, really might have to. And speaking of that, let's check out the odds for this game coming up because it's going to be an interesting game. The Super Bowl odds are out on BetUS Sportsbook, folks. If you guys want to check out BetUS, don't forget to use them because they are the #1 online sportsbook. Awesome Super Bowl prop bets is live. They got really unique bets too. Use the code YouTube150 when you sign up today to get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits. They have a lot of special ones, right? A lot of special ones. Will any player or coach cry during the national anthem? Yes is favored at -400. Nick Sirianni cried, I believe, last time, right? So they got special ones, and they got the odds for, all the things you need to see. They even have Super Bowl LX odds. The Jets to win the Super Bowl next year is at +8,000. Let's go, baby. Guys, go check out BetUS, the #1 online sportsbook, to sign up and use the code YouTube150. Big time shout out to them, man. I got the Chiefs today. Folks, don't forget to smash the like button. The Jets are unlikely to keep Aaron Rodgers, apparently, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting, all right? So I think that's something that Jets fans are going to have to come in together and figure out what the next thing is. What's the next thing? What's the next thing with this quarterback position, bro? I don't want Kirk Cousins. No. No. After this three-peat, the Chiefs will push for a four-peat. Watch. Oh, my gosh. The NFL world would absolutely despise that. And, bro, I got to ask Mahomes a bunch of questions. I got to ask a lot of Chiefs players, even Eagles players, some questions. I actually just posted my interview with DeAndre Hopkins. You guys want to see some of that? I feel like some of you guys probably didn't see any of it. because it was cool, man. Look, this is me talking to DeAndre Hopkins. I posted on socials yesterday, so take a look. Me interviewing DeAndre Hopkins.
How does it feel to be on the biggest stage, the Super Bowl? You've been through a lot of organizations. You get traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. What has this week been like for you?
Yeah, it's been a dream come true. It's been amazing. I'm just grateful that the Chiefs allowed me to be part of this and felt that I could help them get here. Being traded midway through the season as a veteran really doesn't happen that often. And so for myself, man, it's a unique situation, but they've embraced me and I've embraced the situation.
How does it feel to be part of an offense that it feels like it's an everybody eats approach, right? There's not one guy that goes off like you just mentioned. It could be Kelsey, it could be you, it could be Hollywood, it could be even Juju like in the AFC Championship game. What is it like being in that type of offense?
Man, it's beautiful. That's why we win. I've been on offense before where there's a number one receiver, and I've been that number one receiver and I haven't won. And it's funny because my grandfather and I, we always watch football and we're like, man, most Super Bowl teams don't have like just one guy that they get the ball to, but they spread it around, and that's the reason that these guys are here.
So that was me interviewing DeAndre Hopkins, and it's pretty interesting to hear, right? Because I was curious. He gets traded to the Chiefs. He's not the number one receiver for Kansas City, like he was with Arizona, like he was with Houston, even in Tennessee for a little bit. And this is his first time. He's not the number one guy, but he's winning. And that makes me wonder, do teams need a number one receiver to succeed? Everybody eats approach. It's very successful. It's very, very successful. Folks, I also talked to former Jets, Mekhi Becton and Bryce Huff. Now, the Bryce Huff interview was pretty interesting because Bryce Huff, I asked him, hey, walk me through the free agency process last year because I'm very curious to see where your head was at. And he literally said to me, I was going after the bag, bro. I love it. Keep it a buck, Bryce. First of all, you can't blame him. He's an undrafted free agent. That's what he said. But interesting to hear that from Bryce. I also talked to Mekhi Becton. And my question to Mekhi was, what's the biggest shift in culture you noticed coming from the Jets over to the Eagles? This is what he had to say.
From a culture standpoint, what is the biggest change that you've noticed coming from the Jets organization and the Eagles organization?
I would say that they're very confident. I would say that the Philly organization is very confident. They know what they're about to do. They know what they're going to do, and they're going to go do it.
So, listen, first of all, shout out to Mekhi Becton. I know some Jets fans hate that man. I do not hate that man. I had a good conversation with him off camera, telling him, how much I appreciate him and, don't listen to the haters and just keep grinding and wishing him the best of luck. I feel like what he's done in Philadelphia was awesome. And him saying that, by the way, he easily could have said something bad about the Jets, but he didn't. And I think what he said should speak volumes. And the reason why it's important to hear what Mekhi Becton said there is because I think that's exactly what Aaron Glenn is about to bring. Right? That's exactly what Aaron Glenn is about to bring to the Jets. What Mekhi Becton said, the biggest difference between the Jets and the Eagles culture dynamic is the Eagles, they have a belief in themselves. They have a sense of confidence that they know exactly what they got to do, and they're going to go do it and execute. The Jets, on the other hand, there's no confidence. There's no belief in the organization. But I think that's going to change with Aaron Glenn. That's exactly what he brings, Aaron Glenn, which is exciting to me. So shout out to Mekhi Becton for taking time to interview with me. I think it was a pretty fun interview. Shout out to him. I'm wishing him the best of luck for sure. If you want to see the extended interview, I'll play it here because I had other questions for him as well.
We're here with Mekhi Becton, Richie from Roundtable Sports. Mekhi, tell me what it's been like getting drafted by the New York Jets in the first round and then coming to Philadelphia. Now you're in the Super Bowl. Just tell me how that feels.
It feels great, man. It's not, I can't do nothing but thank the man above.
And what have you learned so far being a Philadelphia Eagle, right? Because you're the first time you ever played right guard and you're absolutely dominating the trenches. You got Saquon Barkley, putting 2,000 yards on the rushing attack. What's that been like moving to right guard?
It's been a crazy transition, but it's been fun at the same time because I'm helping the team out. So it's always good to help the team out.
And you're entering free agency. Would you like to stay here in Philadelphia, or you're keeping your mind open, or you're staying present with the Super Bowl? You haven't thought about that yet.
Yeah, I really haven't thought about that right now. I'm just trying to win this game.
And what have you learned from guys around you, right? The Philadelphia Eagles, they're always known to have one of the best offensive lines. Even before you got there, you plug in a right guard, and now they're dominating the league. What are some veterans on the team that you really learned from the most?
I would say Lane and Jordan. Those are the two guys I learned from the most. Even though Landon, I don't know if Landon's older than me or not. He might be, but even though Landon came in like after me, I still learned a lot from him as well. So all those guys that's been here and that know Stout, I learned a lot from them.
We're here.
Cool to hear from Mekhi, man. I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to him for taking time to interview with me. And boy, is he massive. Oh, my goodness, is he massive. I saw that man in person, and I'm just like, wow. Even, I don't know if you guys ever seen TD Finns talk in person, but he's pretty big, TD, and Mekhi was towering over him. Towering over him, for sure. So that was my interview with Mekhi Becton. If you guys did not see what I asked Patrick Mahomes, this was a really cool interview I had, man. This is a cool interview I had with Patrick Mahomes, and I always am blown away. If you guys know a little bit about me off the camera, off what I do here on content, I'm really fascinated by just the mental side of our life. I'm into meditation, and I'm into all that type of stuff. So I asked Patrick Mahomes, how do you stay mentally locked in on the field in the highest pressured moments, right? How do you stay mentally locked in? How? And before I show you guys, I got to call this guy out. Steve says, wow, look at Richie's hat. Is he a Chiefs fan as well? Somebody in the chat tell me, where does it say Chiefs on this hat? Somebody in the chat enlighten me. Where do you see Kansas City Chiefs? Does somebody tell me? Am I missing something? I'm going to put the hat close up to the screen. Am I missing something? Where the heck are the Chiefs anywhere on this hat? They're nowhere on the hat. It's a Super Bowl hat. Just like this is a Super Bowl helmet. There's no Chiefs anywhere. No Chiefs logo anywhere. I made sure when I got my Super Bowl merch, I did not want any Chiefs or Eagles on my merch. I just wanted the Super Bowl branding, all right? And with that being said, here's me interviewing Patrick Mahomes.
Pat, can you explain how exactly you're able to stay mentally locked in during the games, right? Like, do you have any pregame rituals? Because I feel like the mental side of the game, you show on the field, you're poised through all the highest pressure moments.
I think it's just a lot of experience. Like, I just don't make it bigger than what it is. That's a football game, and I know the process I have to go through, and I just go through that process every single time. And so when you're in those big moments, you can't focus on how big the moment is, how big the pressure is. You just got to focus on the exact moment that you're in. And so that's something that I'm really good at, just kind of like I'm ignoring Xavier.
So Xavier Worthy was there trying to get an interview, and he was ignoring him. That's what he was talking about. But, yeah, man, shout out to Pat for taking the time to answer that question. That was the last question I got into. Right when I got that off, the person was like, okay, now he has the last question. And I'm like, oh, thank God I did not. I got that question in, man. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man. That was a cool experience for me, bro. If you guys know me, I respect Mahomes. I'm not a Mahomes hater like most. So that meant a lot to me to get a question in to Patrick Mahomes. And the last interview I'll show you guys is I asked Saquon Barkley a question. And the cool thing about this interview with Saquon is I tried to bait him into, not bait him, but allow him to toot his own horn a little bit. But he went the team approach. And he's like, nah, man, it's all the team. So I asked Saquon Barkley, do you feel like you made a statement this season showing the NFL world that you can be a running back and lead a team to the Super Bowl, right? Because I feel like in today's NFL, it's a pass attack. The running back position is not valued. But Saquon proved if you're a football team that can run the football effectively, you can get to the big game. And that's what I asked Saquon. So take a listen.
Saquon, do you feel like you made a statement this season, letting the whole NFL world know that you can run the football effectively as a football team, having 2,000-plus rushing yards, and the running back position could be a big reason why you can go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think it's not just a running back position. It takes a team to do it. I think we get caught up in, the individual way too much. And it don't matter if you just have a great quarterback. It don't matter if you just have a great wide receiver. You take the best individual player that you could think of, whoever your favorite player is, and you put them on the worst team. That team record doesn't really change. It might help you win one or two more games, but it takes a team effort. So I don't think it was a statement that was made. I think if you have a great team, you surround yourself with great players, the chances of you going to the Super Bowl increases.
So Saquon went to the team approach, and he makes a lot of sense. I mean, if Saquon's on the Titans, they're not in the Super Bowl. So I understand what he means, and he's been on the Giants for his entire career. They never won with him. He goes to a good team with the Eagles, and he goes to the Super Bowl. When you're surrounded by good players, it elevates your game. So totally respect that. Really do respect that. Listen, man, it's all love. It's all love with everybody. Saquon, Pat, DeAndre Hopkins, everybody. It's a lot of fun. Steve comes back and says, Richie's cool, honest guy. I know you're a dire Jets fan. I respect you, bro. Just having some fun. I know, Steve. I'm having some fun right back at you, my guy. Steve, I respect you, and I appreciate all the love and support you've been showing here on my Jets Media channel. Feels like for years now, ever since Rodgers came here. It's all fun, Steve. I was having fun right back at you, my guy. Much love to you. Much love to you, Steve, as always. So another thing about this Jets situation with Aaron Rodgers is that we're hearing that Davante Adams is not likely to return. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is gone, you can best believe that Davante Adams is not coming back either. That's definitely something you got to realize here. So a lot of things to come in to fruition here for the New York Jets organization. The quarterback position is going to be very, very interesting. Folks, hit the like button. We just hit over 100 likes. We'd appreciate if we can keep going. And don't forget to subscribe here to the channel. If you're not subscribed to Jets Media, please consider it. We are here live on Jets Media right now on Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to kick off a lot more content all week long. Not just all week, bro, but all off season, man. I'm really trying to level up the game here because I feel like some of you guys are like, hey, Richie, you forgot about the Jets. Where you been? Hey, listen, sorry. I got credentials for the first time in my life, and I started covering the NFL, not the Jets, if that makes sense. Even though at the Senior Bowl, I was doing Jet stuff. I interviewed Liger Duzable. I interviewed Ethan Greenberg. I interviewed Connor Rogers at the Senior Bowl about the Jets. But I've been doing more national type of coverage for Roundtable Sports. And now that I'm back home and the Super Bowl is about to be today, and then we're really getting into the heart of the offseason, you guys can expect a lot of Jet stuff all off season long, and it starts right here on Jets Media. So please do not forget to hit the like button. If you did not already, man, I'm pumped up. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Woo! I'm excited. I'm going to watch this game with a completely different perspective, by the way, after being there all week long. After being there all week long, man, it's going to be wild. Noah says, congratulations to you and the crew. You guys have been putting in some work. All the content the past couple of weeks has been awesome to watch. Yeah, guys, have you been enjoying the content that I've been pushing out, man, on socials? I mean, if you guys don't follow us on socials and you missed on all the content on X, Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, it's been a whirlwind, man. I've been putting in a lot of energy, a lot of interviews, a lot of content to cover the Super Bowl and the Senior Bowl. It was a lot of fun, bro. It really, really was. And, guys, the people that I met, the people that I talked to, I mean, God, man, it was something. It was something else, bro. Like, I don't even know how to explain with words what I experienced. I felt like I kept reminding myself when I was there, like, don't forget my little 8-year-old child self dreaming of this. I'm walking around Radio Row, seeing the Pat McAfee Show studio, seeing Kay Adams show, seeing Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco doing their show, seeing Micah Parsons on Bleacher Report with Deebo Samuel, seeing the CBS studios. I mean, I'm like walking around. I'm seeing Travis Hunter in front of my eyes. I saw Justin Jefferson walk right by me. I saw Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery walk right by me. Patrick Peterson, Brandon Marshall walking around. I had a casual conversation with Jameis Winston. I'm like, yo, Jameis, what's up, bro? Who do you got in the game? Like, it was just nuts. It really, really was, man. And I was talking to a lot of media people that I was able to connect with. Made so many connections, bro. It was just, like, absurd. And there was actually, at the media party, it's a fun story that I'm sure the Roundtable crew will tell us eventually. At the media party, we made a really cool connection. It's with this group called NFL Alumni. And I actually was on their show with TD to tell the story of Roundtable Sports because we were connecting with them. And it's founded by a Super Bowl champion for the Washington Redskins at the time. They beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. I believe that was the case. And they have a nonprofit organization that they have a lot of, like, you know, alumni in the NFL, coaches, players, executives, and they do a lot of things. And we talked to them, and it was a really cool connection. That was one thing. It's just the list goes on, bro. It just goes on and on and on. The people I was part of, the people I was with, it was just absurd. I had a conversation with Tom Pelissero. I mean, just not. It's just like you can't even fathom it. I could see Richie working for the NFL Network or Good Morning Football. That would be awesome if Richie can do this. I'll be so happy for you. Well, I appreciate you, Steve, but just know what the goal here is. Just know what the goal here is, Steve, and everybody that doesn't know. This is the goal. We're building our own network. That's the whole idea of this whole thing. What I, Dan, and Tony, TD, are building, and Colby, big part of it, is we're building our own network because we don't want to rely on getting a job for NFL Network. We don't want to rely on getting a job for these other conglomerates. We want to build our own. That's what the whole goal is here, which is why it's so mind-numbing that we were able to go on behalf of Roundtable Sports. It's going to be we're not going to be able to get Roundtable Sports up to NFL Network's level for years. I mean, it's going to take a long time to get there. But you got to be patient, and I got to stay humble and just keep putting in the work. Keep putting in work. That's what the goal is, man. Can't sell yourself short. Got to dream big. And listen, like, I've used adversity for an opportunity for growth, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. Right? If it's just like so mind-blowing to me of where I am because I've been through so much. I've had so many haters try to bring me down along this journey. Also, so many people that are in my circle that are supporting me, family, friends, you guys in the chat. A lot of people support me, but there's also people along the way that tell me I'm not good enough for this. I'm not built for this. You know, I'm too, like, I'm in la la land with my dreams. People tell me I'm not good at what I do. I mean, I've had so many people trying to bring me down, but I never let that get to me. If I let that get to me, I wouldn't be here standing where I am today. And that's just a lesson for everybody that whatever dream that you have, you cannot allow anybody outside of your own mind infiltrate your mind and tell you what you can and cannot do. You can accomplish anything if you really put your mind to it. And I mean that. I really, really do. I mean, look, I sent this tweet out, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. I sent this tweet out on my personal account on literally, what is this, 4 years ago now? Show you guys. I put this post out in 2021. Your future is all dependent on the way you think. Manifest your goals in life, and they will reveal themselves in time. This is something I made a post in 2021. Right? And this was like one of my goals that I had was go to the Super Bowl as a member of the media through my own platform, not someone else's platform. That's always been a goal of mine. I want to build my own. I want to make my own lane. I want to create my own job. And I did it. And I feel like I haven't even accomplished anything yet. I'm still grinding. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to go. I mean, I'm not even done. It feels like I haven't even started anything yet. That's what it feels like. That's my mindset always. I'm just still getting started. So you got to just believe and keep the faith. And even when adversity strikes, even when you feel like there's anxiety that's come or there's confusion, just know that all that needs to happen in order for you to grow exponentially. And that's just like everything in life, not just goals for, you know, material success, but even just like internal success and relationships and family. And you just have to have that perspective, bro. When things go bad and things go wrong in your life and things start to feel like the world is against you, the perspective of that needs to happen in order for you to grow is what is the key to life. It really is. Even Aaron Glenn said it during the press conference. There will be adversity, but with adversity comes an opportunity for growth. And we're the freaking New York Jets, who were built for this shit. That's what Aaron Glenn said. Like, that's what the mindset needs to be for the Jets, and that's what your mindset should be in your life. That's what my mindset has been for 5 years now. Ever since I graduated college, I've been someone that I do a lot. There's some of you guys know this about me, some of you guys don't. But there's a whole other side of my life that I keep relatively private. It's not super private because I've been open about it, but I put a lot of work into my self-care. I put a lot of work into my own mind. I put a lot of work into my own thoughts, how to deal with my mind, how to deal with my own emotions. I meditate daily. I had a deep meditation this morning. And what I mean by meditation, it just means not allowing my thinking mind to drive me crazy. Because you can get lost. You can get completely lost in things where you attach yourself to a thought and it drives you just mad. Or you attach yourself to a thought and it drives you into greatness, right? But either side, you have to ground yourself and just become the observer of your own mind. And that's something that I absolutely love. So I'm thankful for all this. And that's just my quick little story. That's my TED Talk. Thanks for coming. But all jokes aside, I mean, nothing that I said is a joke, but I don't want to go out here on speaking like all these types of things. But yeah, it's just been a crazy few weeks for me. It really, really has. Really, really has. So I appreciate you all big time for tuning in to Jets Media since I started. Jersey Jets has every Everybody gets that, bro. It ain't nothing. You're doing your thing, Richie. Jets Media. My boy, Jersey Jet. I appreciate you. Euphoria, that's amazing, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, bro. Really do appreciate it. If your dreams don't sound crazy to others, they're not big enough. Facts. Facts, man. Love this. So true. You got to be able to dream so big where people think you're absolutely nuts. And I did that, and people laughed at me. I'm like, oh, yeah, watch. There's a funny story I'll never forget. When I first started content, when I first started making videos, there was a literal war about me on Twitter through my local high school friends. Well, it was my high school friends versus people in my high school that were my friends. They were basically talking crap about me, right? So there was like, everybody was subtweeting me, talking about me, and that's when I first put myself out there on YouTube. And people were like, oh, who does Richie think he is? Blah, blah, blah. And then I had my group, go out there and defend me. And then I was sitting back like, wow, I could have looked at that as an opportunity for like, yeah, they're right, I'm not going to do it. But no, I use that as fuel. I use that as fuel to prove everybody what I'm capable of, because they lit a fire underneath me. And now some of those same people are reaching back out to me, congratulating me. So just saying. But that's just the reason why I bring that up is you can never let anybody affect who you are and what you're capable of. If you let other people's opinions affect you, then you're living your life based off of others, not yourself. That's how you got to look at it, bro. That's how you got to look at it, bro. That's what it's all about. So let's keep grinding, man. And let's hope that the Jets can start grinding and getting success, man. I think every Jets fan can agree with that, bro. I know you say you want to stay grounded, but what's your vision and goal for Roundtable Sports? I mean, the vision and goal for Roundtable Sports is very simple, is just to scale it so it's an opportunity where we can create a platform where fans like myself, content creators, can come on and, have that new freshness of sports network. What I mean by that is you turn on TV, you got ESPN, you got your NFL Network, you got FS1, you got all these networks. But I'm trying to build something that's unique in terms of the new generation of media. The new way that we digest content is through content creators like myself, right? And also the divisional coverage is different, right? AFC East Roundtable, it's 4 people in the division going after each other. Same thing for the division, and eventually scale it to other sports. And just make like a YouTube network, really, and have our own app one day. That's something I want to do. That's going to take years. And that's another thing about Roundtable Sports that I have to ground myself. It's like I want to do everything right now, but I got to be patient, right? Things don't happen. Rome wasn't built overnight. Roundtable Sports has been in the works for years now, but there's still a lot of time that needs to happen before everything can start to grow naturally, right? And that's what it's about. So I can't get ahead of myself with Roundtable. You got to let all the things, happen. And even with business, man, like I'm building a business from scratch, and I'm very fortunate to have business partners. I'm not doing it alone with, TD and Dan, but like it's a grind, man. There's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of things behind the scenes that you guys just don't see. You guys don't see. And that's what it's all about. So you're going to put more into Roundtable than Jets Media? No, sir. It's going to be a balanced effort. It's going to be a balanced effort. Absolutely. Jets Media and Roundtable Sports are like the same in my eyes. I group them as one. Richie, who do you want to be the starting QB for us? Also very proud of you, how much you grew as a creator. You went from making videos in your parents' basement to interview Mahomes at the Super Bowl. Yeah, bro. You know that. I remember when people, this is a funny story. When I first started making content and people in the comment section were like, who is this kid in his parents' basement? And I'm like, damn, how'd they know I was in my parents' basement? Yeah, I was the kid in my parents' basement making videos. That was me. Not in anymore. Now I'm in a beautiful apartment. Looking out the window of my apartment right now, and it's just like, cool to see where I came from. Yeah, I was that kid in my parents' basement, but not anymore. I made it out. I was that kid, though. When people used to comment that, oh, who's this kid think he is, bro? From his parents' basement. Yeah, okay. That was me. But you got to start somewhere, bro. You got to start somewhere. And I'm very fortunate to have parents that were supportive of me, because my whole story was I graduated college in 2020. right? I graduated college in 2020. And of 2020, for those of you guys that don't know, that was the year of the pandemic. I was forced to do nothing but YouTube because I couldn't get a job out of college because of the pandemic. I graduated out of 2020. Hello, did I freeze? Froze on you guys. Hold on one sec. Can you guys hear me? Hold on one sec, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. My camera's kind of just crapped out on me. Let's see if it's working. There we go. I'm back. But listen, what I was trying to say is my story's funny because I was forced to do nothing but YouTube out of college. I had no choice. I couldn't get a job. I graduated from school, and then all of a sudden the pandemic happens. And that year, the 2019 season, was the year I started YouTube for Jets Media. Wasn't making a penny on YouTube. First of all, I didn't even know you could make money on YouTube when I started. I was just having fun. I want to make some videos. I went to college for videos. I had access to video equipment. Let me just make videos. And I used to make videos on actually something that has nothing to do with the Jets first. You'll never find those videos. I made them private, by the way, so none of you guys can find it. It was about music. I used to make music reaction videos. That's when I first started content on YouTube. But then I would just put my head down and grind it on YouTube during the pandemic, and all of a sudden I got an email that from YouTube that I got eligible for their partnership program, and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't know this. And then I just started doing full time, and then here I am 5 years later. So that's my story, but my story goes deeper than that I won't bore you guys with. So, we went live talking about Aaron Rodgers potentially not coming back. So we'll see. But I do got to run, guys, because there's some other content I need to do before Super Bowl tonight. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Aaron Rodgers is apparently not going to be coming back as a New York Jets quarterback. I'm not going to really buy into it until I know it's for sure. Absolutely not. I'm not going to look into it until I know it's 100% factual. But that's the latest rumor. So we're going to wrap up the show here. I appreciate everybody that's tuning into this channel. Expect so much content here on Jets Media all off season long. So subscribe. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and shout out to BetUS for powering Jets Media all season, now all off season long. Big time shout out to them. Love you guys. Enjoy Super Bowl LIX, baby. It's going to be a great game. I promise you that. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Peace.